Good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. Video DJ Dre back in the lab for another equipment tutorial review. Today we are going over the Mixtour Pro. It's a compact, small, mini controller slash mixer. Design and cooperation with Reloop and the DJ Laid Back Loop. This device been out for, about a year now. I'm just getting my hands on it. I'm just doing a review on it, and I'm going to show you how I use it, how I love it, and how I incorporate it into my DJ setup. So right now, I'm just going to do a quick review over it, pretty much an overlay of what I use. It's got a lot going on with this controller. It's designed to be used with your iPad, which I have an iPad right here. I can show you on the overhead cam. I have pretty much an iPad. It's designed to go along with the program Algorithms DJ Pro, and it's a Reloop device, man. The two of those corporations collab very well together. I myself switched over from Serato to Algorithms, so I wanted to check it out. I wanted to see what this thing was all about, and I really love using it, man. I really think it's a substitute for a lot of mixers out there, and I'm going to show y'all today why I use it, how I use it, man, and how it's a substitute for some of those very expensive mixers out there, some of those that y'all know what I'm talking about. So, right off the top, I don't use it with my iPad all the time because this device allows you to go from laptop, which I got a laptop up here, and it allows you to go to an iPad over here. It's very versatile, this particular mixer. What I'm going to show you today is my favorite setup that I use with it. But before I get into that, I'm just going to go over a few of the details of this thing right here. Now, let me slide this over to the side a little bit. Bring this a little bit over here. Okay. It's actually called a DJ controller. It's not even called a mixer. It's called a DJ controller. And it doesn't require any batteries. It doesn't have any AC power. You can plug this right into your computer to get power. You can plug it right into your iPad to get power, and it will power up, allowing you to do live sets on location like outside. If you can see one of my videos, I did an actual video, a tutorial where I actually DJ'd outside at the beach with this particular unit. No AC power, no wires, completely free, and was able to get down and do a whole DJ set. So that's one thing that I love about this. It's very portable, as you can see, very small, very thin unit. I have it sitting on top of this particular stand that I built, okay? And I hope that Reloop is watching this. Let me show you from the front. I hope Reloop is actually watching this because I think that you would sell a lot more of these units if you sold some type of stand to make this level with turntables. And I'm going to show you that in just a minute of why I built this and the reason why I think Reloop needs to incorporate this. But I pretty much went to my arts and crafts store, my local Michael's arts and crafts store, bought me some wood, cut it out. I got a little bit of DIY, I don't know how you say it, do-it-yourself skills. Got a little bit of skills. I got me some wood. I cut it to the dimensions of this, spray painted it with some black paint so that I could raise this thing up off the ground so that I can make it level with my turntables, because you can't use this with turntables if it's laid flat to the ground. Your turntables are sitting up high. This is sitting down low. It's impossible to actually mix with it with actually turntables. And using it for just a standalone device, I wasn't really thrilled with that. I'm not the type of mixer that I just want to go out and just hit buttons and cue points. I like to still mix and blend, cut and scratch a little bit. So I wanted to see if this thing could actually work with turntables. And to my surprise, it actually did. But before we get into that, I'm going to just show you a few of the features on here that makes this thing special. It's been out about a year, and it has stem control built into it. Matter of fact, it has everything a modern day a Rane mixer or a Pioneer mixer has. I mean, let me tell you this real quick. Let me tell you this. I've been waiting. You know, I'm a DJ. I'm an old school DJ, as you guys can see. I'm the turntable DJ, and I've been waiting for a standalone mixer to come out with stems on it. Now we got your Pioneer mixer, we got your Rane mixer, we got all of those nice mixers, and they got the screens on it, but none of them have stems on the mixer. Now I know you can MIDI map stems and swap out your slicer or your sample and change the buttons, but I like to see what I'm hitting, especially if I'm at a event and it's kind of dark. I like to see those knobs labeled stems. I'm just old school like that. I like to see them labeled. So I've been sitting back patiently waiting for a standalone mixer from Rane or Pioneer, one of them to come out with a flagship mixer with stems on it. And I'm sure they're probably working on it. They're probably going to come out with it. But they've been coming out with a lot of controllers and a lot of other different things, and all the controllers have stems. But if you old school like me, you prefer those two turntables and a mixer, I really think they feel better than controllers. And I'm going to show you in just a minute, so hang around for this video because I'm going to show you what I'm talking about for just a minute. But right now, I'm going to get into some functions of this and let you see how it works pretty much just like your standard mixer would work. We're going to shoot to this overhead view. I'm using my laptop. Okay, I got my iPad over here set up, but I'm actually using this on my laptop, okay? I have the program DJ Pro up here on my laptop. You can't see it, but it's there, okay? So I'm gonna just hit this song real quick. I'm gonna hit this play button. And as you can hear, that's playing. Now you actually got stems up here. You actually can hit this button right here, this Neutron Mix button right here, and it'll light up and it'll change all of these. It'll change this in complete row to stems control, which is tight for a device this small. So if you notice, man, I'm gonna start that over. I can take the vocals out. I can take the mids. I can take the lows out. Just solo, just the vocal. Echo it out. Just like your standard mixer, you can do a lot of functions on here. Of course, it got your loop in and out. Of course, it has your sync on here. It has your effects button. It has your paddles, 2 paddles on here. Just like your Rane mixer or just like your Pioneer mixer, buttons are pretty stable. Everything feels nice and professional. The one thing I like about this too, you can split these buttons right here in the middle. These buttons up top, you can have them all as cue points. So if you got 8 cue points, if you're the type of DJ that like to have 8 cue points on one track, you can have all 8 cue points at access right there at your fingertips. But if you don't want to do that, and the way I use it, I hit the split button. You just hit that split, and this half can be whatever you want. Man, you got a mode here. You can change this thing to samples, loops, whatever, Neutron Mix. You can swap these buttons out. I put my samples over here.
You're listening to the DJ Dre.
I like my samples over there on that side, and then I just leave my cue points over here on this side. That way I can get right to my samples real quick, and I can cue up songs just as fast without having me to switch modes. So that split button right there, man, Laidback Luke really came up with a smooth idea of putting that in there. And it pretty much does everything you need as far as your standard DJ controller. Play a little bit of this again. Turn the stems up. You know, you got your filter down here at the bottom. You know, you have your echo. You have, you know, whatever effects is on your mixer. Of course, this don't have standalone effects because it's a small controller. But the effects on DJ Pro, man, you got a lot of effects on there, and those effects sound pretty good. So this right here, in my opinion, is $550 right now. You know, I swapped out the top, man, courtesy of 12-inch skins. I kind of gave it my own little flavor. put my own, white skins on top just to spice it up a little bit if you didn't like the all black look. Sometimes I like to spice things up a little bit. And I really like the way this looks. So I'm gonna show you real quick how I use it in my DJ setup and why I think this is really gonna be let me think of the word to say. This is really gonna be a takeover mixer out here if Reloop builds them a case like this, a stand, not a case but a stand. If Reloop builds a stand like this to boost this baby up, so you ain't got to go to the arts and crafts store like I did, this will really be a banger. So hey, stick around right now. I'm gonna show you the setup that I love to use this with. All right, let's go. Bam, we are back. This is my preferred setup right here. I got the Mixtour Pro controller / mixer in the middle, and on the outsides I got the Reloop's RP7. These are the 45-inch Reloops right here. They've been out for almost a year. They've been out of stock for a minute. They've been hard to get your hands on because they've been going off the shelf. A lot of people like to bring them 45s back, like to rock that 45, but I'm using it in a total different manner. I got the phases hooked up on top. If you're familiar with Phase is a company where you got these little devices right here and you can hook them up to your regular turntables or anything that spins just like these, okay, and you can get a control signal sent to your iPad. Now, the newest version of Phase, pretty much any ones you purchase now, will have the wireless Phase connection. So these connect wirelessly to my DJ program right here running on my laptop. So I don't need no RCA cables. I don't need to hook no cables up to the turntables. Very quick, very simple setup, very compact, man. I love this because it's a small footprint, fits right up here on this table, and it does everything I wanted to do. As an old school DJ, one thing about turntables that I miss, because I've been using controllers a lot to get those stems, man. I've been using controllers a lot. And even my Rane, my Rane 12s, I like them. But these are actual turntables, man. And it's a difference between the turntable and, the Rane's got the little thing in the middle. And it's kind of digitally connected. This is just some wax on top of a turntable. It feels much better. It's a lot smoother. These actual little small 45-inch RP7 Reloop turntables, they actually got some weight to them. And they got that anti-skip built into the feet, so they got a little real strong bounce. If you're using regular wax, they won't skip on you. And of course, you got your needle arm up here. You can go back and forth if you want. You can use it as a turntable, and you can get control vinyl if you want. Or I prefer to use it with this wireless Phase system because, hey, it's a lot more simpler. And courtesy of 12-inch skins, I got this 8-inch vinyl to put on top. It's a little bit bigger than a 7-inch platter because it gives you a little bit more room for your hands, a little bit more hand control. So this is the setup of my choice. This has become my favorite setup right now. I'm gonna show you another setup in just a second. So don't go nowhere yet, man. Watch this video out. I'm gonna show you one more setup that this Mixtour Pro can handle and the reasons why I love it so much. But hey, it does everything, man. I'm gonna play this song real quick. It does everything. I'm hitting buttons. I forget this is a turntable. You know what I'm saying? I can start it like I do my traditional turntables. I can use my faders up here, my pitches, and I can control the pitch up there. But I love this, man. It feels real good. Another thing, this mixer also has instant doubles. I'm an instant double mixer, man. I'm real strong with my left hand. So if you click the load button twice, it'll actually instant double your song to the next turntable. So now it's over here. So I can bring in my next song by hitting the load button once, and I can bring in my next song. This is a nice mixer. Does everything you needed to do. Nice mixer, man. Real nice mixer. Does everything you needed to do. Real good, real smooth. You cutting and scratching DJs is gonna love. Y'all gonna love how this feel. If you a cutting and scratching DJ, you're gonna love how smooth this is. It's gonna bring you back to them Technique 1200 days. I'm telling you, the Rane M1s, the Rane 12s, the MK2s, man, they got nothing on the feel of this particular turntable when it comes to cutting and scratching and mixing, how smooth it is. So, hey, I'm gonna show you one more setup. Stick around real quick. We're gonna pop to one more setup, and make sure you check out my next video where I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison of this right here versus the Rane MK2. They're pretty much the same size and footprint. We're gonna put them next to each other and we're gonna duel them out, and we're gonna see which one you guys prefer, which one I prefer. You probably already know I already prefer this right here. I'm loving this setup right here. It really feels good. So, hey, stick around. I'm about to show you one more setup that this Mixtour Pro can do. All right? All right, we are back again, and this right here is the ultimate Mixtour Pro setup. I got the two Rane 12s over here. If you one of them DJs, you like them big platters, I got the two Rane 12s hooked up, and I have it running into my iPad. This time, you don't need a computer. You can use the Rane 12s with the iPad for that total, touchscreen view, that touchscreen look. You replace your Pioneer mixers. I had the SM9, I believe. Replace that with the Mixtour Pro. Push my turntables in a little bit closer together so you got a nice tighter feel right here. I got my iPad up top right here. Let me go to that screen. Got my iPad up here, so just like the screen on your Pioneer mixer, now you got a full big digital screen right in front of you. The iPad is all touch screen, lets you see everything you're doing right there. I love this setup right here. You got the Mixtour Pro right there in the middle. I got it elevated with that box that I built that I showed you earlier to make it all level with my turntables, because if it was sitting a little lower, I wouldn't be able to mix, with this sitting down on the ground. So you got to boost it up level with the turntable. So algorithms, if you're watching, once again, make sure y'all build something that you can sell on the side to boost this Mixtour Pro up. And I think you'll get a lot more sales with that, because this here is the ultimate setup right here. I'm gonna just play a little something real quick, and just to show you, the what this thing is capable of doing. Also, your instant doubles, everything works. Plus, you got your touch on your screen. It works. Tap instant doubles. As you can see, the other platter starts to spin. I really love this right here, man. You cannot go wrong with this particular setup. Can't go wrong with this setup right here. So definitely, y'all, if y'all watching this video out here, you're checking this out, man, this is the Mixtour Pro right here. I showed you earlier with the Reloop R7, the 45-inch turntables. Now I'm showing it to you with the 12-inch Rane 12s, man. This little mixer here is powerful. You can switch it in and out with any of these systems right here, and it gets the job done. So I no longer had to wait for Pioneer and Rane to come out with that mixer that I really been waiting on. Plus, it was probably going to cost about $2,500 anyway. This one right here, a lot cheaper, $550, combined with the iPad that I already had. Perfect combination. Nice feel, the feel that I always love, the size that I love. If I want to go smaller, I can jump back on the R7s and condense this whole unit. Hey, once again, man, if this video helped y'all out any bit, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that subscription, Make sure you hit that notification bell, and make sure you check out the next video when I do a comparison, a side-by-side comparison of the Reloops, the whole Reloop setup, the Mixtour Pro with the RP7s, and I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison, comparing that with the Rane MK2. So make sure you look out for that video as well. Once again, I want to thank y'all for checking me out. Video DJ Dre in the lab. Hey, I will see y'all guys and girls in the next video. God bless. Peace.